Hello and welcome, my dear friend. If you are here, that means you are already on your path to becoming an alpha engineers. Engineers who lead the way moving forward and do not get lost in the crowd. So if you haven't watched my first masterclass on software blueprinting, I request you go ahead and watch that because every masterclass is a step toward in reaching the final destination of becoming an alpha engineer. This second masterclass is special because even if you don't have some technical knowledge already, you can still understand this masterclass. I call this the Software MBA. How to make profitable softwares your customers can't ignore in 2025 with unfair advantage over the competitors. You can even watch this masterclass as an entrepreneur or an engineer. And my friend, I need a favor from you. All you need to do is just click on subscribe button, like this video, share this video so that we can reach more people and I also get motivated to create such beautiful videos for you so that you can grow in your engineering career and lead the way. Now, why I call this the Software MBA? What is an MBA, my friend? Somebody who can make sure the business is coming right. The business is working well. If as an engineer or an entrepreneur, you can bring profits and revenue for your customer, for yourself, by coding, by engineering the right science into the softwares, you are an MBA by yourself. So let's dive in and see how we can integrate this science into your software so that you can stand out. And my friend, AI cannot do this at all. This is a human interaction, a unique skill a right human can do with the right skill and knowledge. Jeff Bezos said that the key to long-term success is to build a system where customers stay not because they have to, but because they want to. What does it mean? If you create a software or a system where customers are selling themselves, they are engaging by themselves in a repetitive cycle so that they keep coming back again and again to your softwares and keep using it, you can generate revenue, you can upsell things, you can create more profits for the company, for yourself, for your startup. Do you know the most interesting thing? So I was doing this study on the internet, even on LinkedIn and everywhere. What every business and investor is talking about. See, my friend, with the rise of AI, a lot of SaaS applications, software applications are coming into the market, but not all of them will be profitable, will have revenue. Almost 9 of 10 SaaS will close down businesses because they cannot get eyeballs. Even if they got the eyeballs, they won't be able to retain customers, and that is the science that we are going to crack today. This is a $1 trillion opportunity that I'm talking about. So if you see the market, you will see every top leader, investor, everybody is just talking about one thing, that is customer retention. You know, customer acquisition is good. You spend money to get that, but the success rate from customer acquisition is 5 to 10%. But you do not make profits from it. You make profits from customer retention. And as an engineer, you can do it with your code. If you are doing anything else, I would request that you keep it aside, pause this video, get free, because this is very important topic you won't want to miss. Take a notepad and a pen so that you write the important notes moving forward. Why profitability and retention are the most important factors in a software business. First, investor want to know these two key metrics because they want to decide if your startup would be successful, it would bring fruits or not, because without any returns, investors don't invest. Second, if you are profitable and your customers keep coming, you don't even need investors. You are already doing very well. You can become bootstrapped. You can make sure that your SaaS thrives and you become profitable again and again with the right science. Third, we have all the resources available today to build technology, but it doesn't ensure profit. To ensure profit, you need to make sure that it generates revenue on a continuous basis. Fourth, you can't replace customer satisfaction with short-term profitability. Even if you implement the science, you need to understand this. If you are targeting a bad product with short-term profitability, maybe using this science you can build a profitable product. But if you are not balancing customer satisfaction with it, it would go away. 80% of the startups struggle to retain customers and make profits. This opportunity is very huge right now. And my friend, if you can't make money through your software while you sleep, it's a job and not a business. Most entrepreneurs or engineers building the product get into the cycle of continuous busyness, making sure that they are busy all the time. But if you're not making money while you sleep, it's a job and not a business, and we all want a business that works by itself. But who are you exactly? Why to listen to this guy? Who is this guy talking in front of us? So my friend, I am a commerce turned independent tech consultant. I have been doing it for past 11 years and I had 3 startups of my own. I recently launched another named 𝐸𝐻𝐻. You should check it out. It's a first true offline independent AI. Link will be in the description. I have worked with 30 plus startups across US and UK to success. I have been awarded youngest tech leader in Dubai when I was 23. I have led US state projects in Georgia that is working on tens and thousands of customers. I am certified in PMP, Masters in AI, AWS Cloud Architect, and ISO Lead Auditor. So you are in safe hands, my friend. I have been doing this for a while. Where to find me? You can easily find me on my website, rohangirdhani.com, YouTube that you are watching right now, my LinkedIn account, my Instagram account. I'm very easy to reach. I try to answer everything personally. Are you excited, my friend? Because I am, as this is a stepping stone to becoming an alpha engineer. So what is the nightmare? The nightmare is that customers are not staying on the product. Customers are not retaining on the product. They are not using our software, so that we cannot make money. We cannot upsell. We cannot do anything basically. But when you see the reality of the market, most businesses are spending money on acquisition like sales activity, marketing activities, running ads and everything. They are spending around 5x. But when you talk about retention, my friend, you are only spending x, a limited amount on retention. You are not working on it. And currently 44% businesses are investing on acquisition, but only 18% of them are prioritizing retention. Benefits: if you talk about acquisition, you only have 5 to 20% chances of success of new customers, 20 at the topmost. But when you talk about retention, if you really worked on retention, there are 60 to 70% chances of success and repeat purchases. Now, this is the skill people will pay you for. Even this is the best skill that you would learn for even your own startup. Now, this is the focus area that we would be talking about on retention. Because this opportunity, see this gap, this is your opportunity. Building is not important right now, but making sure it is profitable is much more important, because that is what will bring in business. A 5% increase in customer retention can boost your profits by 25% to 95%. Existing customers are also likely to spend 31% more than new customers. Because see, my friend, if you have repeat customers, you have engaged customers, you can upsell them. They would try your new products because they trust you, and you are their go-to market company, startup or guy when talking about retention. So you can easily boost profits rather than acquiring new clients and not retaining them. Now let's understand the problem right now with customer retention and acquisition. Right now we have a funnel. What is your standard funnel? The standard funnel is top of the funnel. You do marketing, you bring in leads for your softwares. Then comes the middle of the funnel. You try to nurture them driven by sales, and then bottom of the funnel where customers actually purchase the product. This is the standard definition. And this concept is not about marketing. This is actually about engineering. You will see how moving forward. So right now, the standard funnel says if you have more leads, you have more sales. That is all. But this is old. This is linear thinking in 2025. You need to think a little bit deeper than that. How? Let's see. The profitable software. One-time revenue is not enough to become profitable. You need recurring revenue continuously again and again from your clients in an automated fashion. So let's change our way of thinking. Retention sells, all the selling that you are doing, the repeat purchases, retention sells, the upsells that you are selling to your power customers minus the churn, the customers that are leaving away, equals to profit. This is what we will call the retention cycle, the new funnel. We need to make our customers successful again and again with every retention cycle. Because if you are not making their businesses successful, if you are not making them successful, your startup or product would never be successful. Simple as that. Now you need to do that for infinite lifetime, increasing the customer lifetime value. Let's say your customer lifetime value was 1 month. Now if you have increased it to 1 year, now just calculate the profits, the amount, the revenue that would come in if you are doing this correctly. This formula is the new way of thinking of bringing in revenue and profits in 2025, not burning money, but generating revenue by retention. Now let's solve this nightmare. What are those steps that we could personally take in engineering or as an entrepreneur to solve this profitable cycle? See, my friend, there is a step-by-step towards more profit by customer retention. First, solid onboarding. Your software should have a very solid onboarding, very easy to guide through, impactful based on the customer preferences. Now, what are these customer preferences? Gender, city, age, area, where your customer is coming from, who is your target market. Based on that, your software should be optimized. Do not copy your competitors. The main problem is we are copying everything from our competitors and saying that it is not working for us. Copying is good, but you need to have your original thinking into the software and have a solid onboarding based on your customer preferences. Step 2, understand customer patterns and motivation. My friend, see, why are you seeing this video? You have a motivation to become an alpha engineer or bring in more revenue profits for your software. Similarly, every customer has their motivation. It could be internal or external. Like, what, for example, why do we go to social media? Because we feel left out. We have a fear of FOMO. We want to know everything. We want to stay up to the trend. That is why you go there, not because you want to just scroll reels. So understand the real motivation of the customer of why they would use your software and what is their patterns. By patterns, I mean, for example, you have a productivity application. Now, if you are sending notifications at the wrong time to your customers, for example, it's a fitness application and you are sending notification while they are at their work, it won't work. Send the notification when they are just 1 hour away from home. That is how you need to understand customer patterns and try new things. Step 3, track the retention cycle. So every strategy that we would learn today, you need to track it continuously into the automated fashion. Right now we see that retention is not trackable, but it is, my friend, actually trackable and understandable. It's a proper science. Step 4, when you understand the retention cycle, try to build profitable cycles. For example, if your retention plan is successful, if this strategy is successful, you need to build profitable cycles. You need to again and again try it out. So let's say if you repeat a retention cycle thrice, it becomes your profitable cycle. Now you need to repeat it for every new customer in an automated fashion by code. 5th, build better experiences. Don't build a tool, build for humans. Build a human-centric software that they would love, they would engage with, and they would refer to. Step number 6, cover the exits. For example, if you have used any software, for example, let's take LinkedIn. When you are ending your premium subscription on LinkedIn, there is a beautiful pop-up saying that do not leave us, the next 50% is on us. They try to give you 50% discount. What they are doing is they are covering the exits. Exits are all the area where your customers is leaving your subscription, your platform, and you are giving them something in return so that they retain and they stay with your product as long as possible. These are the 6 steps that we will learn about, and this would ensure that you master the software MBA. Now let's understand onboarding in a very simple way with a very beautiful example. Let's say you have a home. You have a home and your guests are coming. Now what a guest would see, this is your software. Right now you have built just a home. That is your tool, your software that I'm talking about. Now what a customer would see and how to make it beautiful, how to make it engaging so that customer knows what to do. First, you would have a pathway that this is the path that you should come in, your solid onboarding. Second, you might have a beautiful garden in front of your house. A customer would come and see, oh wow, the guy has a beautiful garden. So it's much more engaging for them. The fresh air, the beautiful flowers coming in. And then what? A welcome mat. So they come in, they see, okay, I am getting welcome. So they feel more warmly. This is how you are designing your onboarding. Now let's say a customer comes in into your software. Now on the welcome mat, would you ask them all the questions? How was your day? How did it went? How was your work? No. You will invite them warmly. You will guide them to the living area and then talk to them after offering them some tea or food or something like that. So now the customer is entering into your software. Now you are not still asking them. You are guiding them to the next step. Please put your slippers here. Now you have entered into the home, put your slippers at side and then hang your keychain. You are unloading them of all the stress that they had through the entire day, and now you are making them engaging for them. Now put your caps here, your coats here, you have a stand for that, and then you enter into the living room, offer them, feed them, and then talk about what went wrong or why they are here for. Now softwares are a very easy thing if you take it that way. If you are just copying your competitors, making the trend, focus on just the tool and not understanding software as a humanly thing, it won't scale, it won't retain customers. Now we all know how to build a home, how to decorate our homes, then why not our softwares? It is that easy, my friend. Let's compare 2 applications together. So these are the 2 brain training applications. First is Cognifit, second is Lumosity. Now, what can you see the difference? My friend, if you see Cognifit, you will see you have a lot of options here on the dashboard. Now the customer is getting confused. What should I do exactly? Should I go for memory training? Should I go for concentration, driving, reading? And there are a lot of menus on the top as well. Versus when you see Lumosity, this is what I am talking about, my friend. See very carefully. There is only one button. It is saying that first you need to take your fit test progress, nothing else. And even in that, we will play 3 cognitive games. First, we will calibrate your attention. One step, one guide at a time with one button guiding towards their journey rather than giving them random options. Now, when I talk to a lot of startups, I see their tech, I see their application. It's a dashboard full of everything. I am literally confused. I just want to leave that away because my friend, understand this attention span is not so long. You need to make sure the customer is getting successful as fast as possible with the limited steps and in a very guided way. That is the secret to building a successful software that retains and dominates the market. And too many features could be ruining your software product. This is known as feature addiction. This is a proper term, feature addiction. So what happens is, so as a founder or as an engineer, if you are expert in your industry, that's why you're working on an application, your expertise is becoming your enemy because now you want everything best in your software. You want all the features in your software. Even you are trying to put in everything your competitor has. Now you are literally getting away from the essence of your software and making sure it just looks like everybody else. It has everything inside of it. So it is not actually useful for that one important thing that you were targeting. Make sure you are not getting addicted to features, just the important features, so that you don't become a problem for your startup, for your company, or for your application. Why Lumosity did well? See, Lumosity has one thing very smart. I have tried Lumosity for very long. Definitely they are a brain training application. They understand human psychology and they know what customers want. That is why they have this beautiful interface, beautiful guide through process and everything. When you see any successful software out there, you will see a lot of triggers coming in. For example, when you see Lumosity or even sign up on it, it will show you if you have not completed your test, it will just give you one attention to bring you back to the platform. Similarly, they have a lot of triggers on different things, training technique, memories, a lot of things they are doing and guiding you through the process and making it in your subconscious mind that you need to do this, why it is useful for you, how would it make your life better. They are continuously trying to bring back again and again to their software products. That is what they do. That is what retention is about. Now you are triggering their emotion, understand customer patterns and motivation. What you are trying to do here is you are triggering that motivation key. Let's say any social media, your friend posted something unique, or if there is a reel that is interesting to you, it would fire you a notification that X posted this at this time. What you will do is immediately click on it. That is how you are engaging with the product. That is how you are retaining with the product. Similarly, every software you have to understand the key motivation, not what they are here for, but what is their motivation which will bring them to the customer. Understand the motivation and not the features. You will say, Rohan, this is a lot of things that we could do. Don't worry, I will give you a guide through process with templates that you can apply very easily, but you just need to understand this concept very well so that you can actually implement those things correctly. And here is another problem that I need to tell you, which is very important. Triggers alone won't do the job. If you are just firing triggers, I call them notifications, not triggers. Triggers are a compound system. Let's say first trigger you are firing to bring them to the application. Next trigger would guide them from that step to next step. And not necessarily every trigger has to be an email or a notification. Let's say by notification, they came into your application. Now, what's the immediate button that they are seeing? Are they seeing the most important step they are here to take, or they are just seeing random stuff and getting confused? So let's say when you click on your friend's notification, if you don't see that video and you see all of the random stuff, you would lose motivation. This might not be true in social media because it is very engaging. A lot of reels are there, but this is true in the software like utility softwares, business software, automation softwares, AI softwares, any other software you take other than social media. So you need to make sure the right trigger is attaching to the right next trigger so that that compound cycle is bringing them to success. Let's understand why triggers alone won't do the job. My friend, let's say this is your application. You have 11 different screens. Your software has 11 different features, screens, dashboard, whatever you say. And you thought that second screen is the most impactful feature of our application applications. That's why you put it at the top. But when you actually track systems, now there are a lot of tools available. For example, even from Google Analytics, you can track every screen, the impact, the customer flow, everything. I'll tell you how to do that. Right now, focus on the system. So you thought that second screen is something that I should be focusing on, but in reality, you found out that screen number 7 was the high impactful feature. Most of the customers were not spending time on screen number 2, but actually on screen number 7. Now you have put all your beautiful offers that you have worked on for so long on screen number 2, and it is not converting because customers are not going there. They are spending most of their time on screen number 7. So if you are not putting right offers at right screen, my friend, your offers won't convert. It's as simple as that. But to understand which is the high impact area of your software, you need to track it to understand actually. See, building a software, pushing it to customer is what everybody else is doing. Now, if you want to become an alpha engineer, alpha product, and alpha entrepreneur, which brings in retention, you need to understand this very, very well. Now, what am I doing wrong? You are doing nothing wrong, my friend. You have never worked on retention before. That's why this is sounding very new to you. I've been doing this for a while. That's why I'm talking this much. The only difference is I have been working on this. Now you're understanding this. It is good because this is something that we need to work on. The only problem is you haven't worked on retention. That's why you're not able to advocate it. But right now you are accessing this knowledge. If you want the churn rate formula, it is right there, or you can easily find it on the internet to calculate your churn rate. Now, what are you doing wrong? First, one-time revenue is not enough at all. We need recurring revenue. We need continuous revenue in an automated fashion to actually run a business and not just a startup. Second, we should make our customers successful again and again with each subscription cycle. Then only you would be able to upsell them. So you need to make sure the thing that they are here for is the best. Third, increase customer lifetime value to be able to upsell. You need to work on increasing your customer lifetime value with retention strategies so that you are actually able to upsell them. Next, don't sell for free, always sell for value. See, when you are selling for free, that means you don't trust your own product. When you don't trust your own product, why would the customer do that? So sell for value. What is the value that you are providing? And my friend, do deliver that best from everybody else out there. Cover weak exit areas. Like I told you, the weak exit areas where customers could leave your software, your product, your SaaS, you need to cover that with better offers or take something from them, collect emails from them, do something so that they can actually make sure that they are coming back again to your software. So every trigger has to have some sort of investment. For example, investment is not always monetary. It is time, attention, anything. Some investment, some effort that customer has to do to reach there. Charge right customers. For example, let's say you have a mentorship platform. If you are charging the students very early on, it won't give you a good job. Give everything free to students and charge from the mentors. Take a part of their earning because they are actually getting some value in monetary terms in the start from your product, from your platform. You can charge from them and they will be easily giving you because they are also getting customers. So always design your pricing strategy in such a way so that you are charging the right customers and not the wrong ones. 7, improve the retention trigger cycles. This compound trigger cycle to bring them to the most impactful area is what you need to improve. Trial period should be impactful period. If your trial period is not impactful, if you are shying away, trial period is something where you show your strengths and do not shy away. So never shy away from giving good trials. And if this is impactful, customer would easily purchase your products. You can transform your products with the right science and process. Building has nothing to do with the retention. Retention is a different science that you need to code and engineer into your products. But you should always be aware about the things that might be hurting your revenue. See, you know how to earn money, how to earn revenue. If you don't know what are those things, for example, feature addiction that might be hurting your revenue, non-impactful areas that might be hurting your revenues, you don't even know what to do next. And when you get blank, that is the worst thing to do ever. So you need to always know what's going on next with right tracking data, because data is something that you should be playing on very, very importantly. Another thing that you should focus on is feedback and reviews. Even if a customer didn't purchase your product, try to get a feedback. And if they are happy, get a review. Get something from them so that you have something to think about. Let's do this. We have a customer segmentation matrix. Understand this very carefully. You can even take screenshot of this, no problem. I have divided this matrix into two segments. First, y-axis is the LTV, x-axis is the engagement. High, low, high LTV, low LTV. LTV is lifetime value of a customers. Customers with high lifetime value and high engagement are your power users. These are the customers that can easily buy your premium things or even the upsell because they are highly engaged, highly satisfied in your products. Design a different strategy for them, design a different pricing strategy, or even a custom strategy for them, a higher upsell value, a high ticket client. You can call them as power users. Second is loyal essentials. They are continuously on your product with lifetime value but have low engagement. They are not engaging properly. So you won't sell premium to them. Understand this. Every customer is different. You won't sell premium to them. Rather design a strategy for triggers, the compound triggers, bringing them to impactful areas and educating them with those triggers like lumosity, because these are your loyal essentials. They could easily turn into power users. Next is active explorers. These guys have high engagement but very low LTV. What you can do is value based low cost upsells. Just provide them immediate value, charge very little from them so that you can actually move them to loyal essentials or directly to power users. Make them successful with every retention cycle and then try moving them. So never consider all your customer as one. Divide into categories, understand your product. That is what you need to do. Then comes the passive users with low engagement, low LTV. Don't do anything for them. Just monitor why they are not moving to active explorers and then plan a strategy. This is your monitoring stage. Do not offer them anything right now because they are not engaged at all. They won't even buy your product and consider buying it. So only monitor them for a while, understand and try to move them step by step or directly to loyal essentials if possible. Now the most important thing, Rohan, this is a lot of work. I understand, my friend, it is a lot of work. But if you are ready to work on yourself, here is what I have done for you already. First, you can understand this science. You can use Google Analytics, track everything by yourself. You can do it by yourself, learn it from the internet. A lot of resources are available. If not, if you want everything into a single product by me, I have done a digital recording for you because I know how hard it is to go over the internet and work on everything. And this science, this strategies need a very clear articulated plan with templates so that you can easily implement step by step, customize for any product. That's why I've created a very beautiful digital structure with recordings so you can follow through, and that could be customized for any software. It is designed in such a way. So this might be sounding a lot of work, but what if I say just over the weekend you will become master strategist to turn any software profitable and increase customer retention? And that is my promise to you. You will have a step-by-step worksheet with the science in front of you without any technical skills at all. Even the tracking, even multiple tools I am been teaching, you can actually implement all those tools by yourself. I have recorded everything from you. There is nothing that you won't understand. It is designed for beginners. You can track retention and customer profitability both like never before. You can actually track them and take decisions. Not only this, you can exactly predict days, weeks, months to become profitable with my master tool that I personally use for my clients. So if it is your startup or you are working for yourself or as an engineer for the company, by using that tool, putting in some values, it will give you KPIs of what are the KPIs that you need to work on, what are the KPIs that you need to achieve. Second, if you follow this process, by when you will become profitable on a timeline. A word of caution, these strategies are so powerful, it can make profits for even a bad product. Even if you have a bad product, it will do good for you, but you can never replace a bad product with these strategies for long, because these strategies would only support if your product is good. So all the process that I told you, you need to actually implement them into your software to make sure that it is a long-term game, not a short-term game. Introducing the Software MBA. Engineer profitable softwares your customers can't ignore in 2025. This is your masterclass 2. So in module 1, you will learn about nightmare, the customer churning away, not profitable. You will go very deep inside of it, understand everything into your head and why your product is not successful. You will do worksheets throughout the project. So basically you can take just any one project which you are working on right now and follow through, and by the end you will be a retention master. Module 2, the customer retention. You will master retention patterns, very deep dive. You will understand the psychology behind the motivation a customer could have in possible all the directions. What could be the motivation for action, how to take investment from them, why are the reason to retention, why they will actually retain on a product. So before even implementing the actual strategy, you will understand everything on a very granular level, so that you are very clear about your product. You will also learn about solid real life example and how to track every metric to success while doing your worksheets. Module 3 is the profitable software. You will understand the pain, the funnel, how to transform your product into profit, how to upsell, what to upsell, who to upsell, and tracking every metric to success. So every topic we are dissecting very deep on a granular level, and then we are using worksheets, tools, systems to make it work. Module 4, the immediate action steps that you need to take. Assess your entries, assess your exits. This is all worksheet covering all up the master tool to become profitable. Just input the values and see the magic. What's next? You will also have some bonus lectures about truth about successful softwares, human-centric softwares, and you are not alone. Then you will get an immediate access to hands-on resources. First, you will get the triggers matrix. Second, impact matrix. These are very detailed, dissected matrix that I have designed over years. Then you have the revenue matrix, the retention matrix, entries and exits metrics, and then the master profitable tool. Now, my friend, the software MBA, you will be covering 19 lessons. You will have lifetime access to the course. So if there is something that I introduce to the course, you will access all the new models at any time I am doing that. You will also become a part of a private community of founders. You will have one master session with me, lifetime access to my newsletter. You will have hands-on worksheet, master tool to predict your profitability timeline, and 2 tracking tools covered hands-on. So this is 2 hours of total content. You can become a master strategist over the weekend, but you need to put in the work. And right now it is available at 77% off if you go on my website and check it out. You can easily come and talk to me on my email ID rohan@rohangirdhani.com. Visit my website, talk to me on LinkedIn or Instagram. I try to reply personally, and there is additional bonus because you are here. So you can go to my website, you can check out my website. If you are not on YouTube, if you haven't watched the first masterclass, go ahead, watch the first masterclass, because it is very important, entirely different topic about software blueprinting, and that will actually make you an alpha engineer. Moving forward, we will also learn about very different topics like using AI in your softwares, how to master AI, learn how to make clients. So I'll teach you everything to become an alpha engineer step by step. Even you can go ahead, connect me with on LinkedIn. And if you are following me on LinkedIn, you will receive a newsletter, the Tech Saturday, which has 54 editions and being followed by the top leaders. Every Saturday, I put an amazing article out there, a very detailed article out there, so that you can learn about engineering, about hands-on engineering, about the thought engineering, how to make successful SaaS, everything that is there too. You can also go on my Instagram, connect to me there, and there is a chatbot that I am releasing very soon known as 𝐸𝐻. It is the first offline ultra secure seamlessly powerful AI. There is a video that you can watch it and even join the waitlist. So I will be releasing a forever free version for 𝐸𝐻 that you could try out. Now, my friend, if you like this video, you buy the course or not, that's entirely your choice. I put out the information to you so that you could grow, become an alpha engineer. But do me a favor, click on the like button, subscribe to this channel, share this with as many folks you can, so that we could actually reach more people, because this is what we need in engineering. We need depth and clarity. Until then, this is Rohan Girdhani signing off. Looking forward to see you in the next masterclass.